Enough is enough. Senator Godwin Akpabio issues serious warning to Nigerians after Senator Natasha's suspension. The Senate President Godwin Akpabio has issued a stern warning to critics, urging them to refrain from making uninformed comments about the operations and decisions of the Nigerian Senate. Speaking during a meeting with a delegation from the Niger Delta Ethnic Nationalities Youth Leaders Forum in Abuja, Akpabio emphasized the importance of understanding parliamentary procedures before engaging in public discourse or Senate matters. The Senate President's remarks come in the wake of the recent suspension of Kogi Senator Natasha, who was penalized for allegedly violating Senate rules. Akpabio clarified that the decision to suspend the senator was reached unanimously by lawmakers, underscoring the importance of adhering to established legislative protocols, expressing concern over the proliferation of uninformed opinions on television and social media. Akpabio stated, "It is disheartening to see individuals who lack a basic understanding of Senate procedures making public commentaries on matters they know nothing about. We urge the public to seek accurate information before making statements. Misquoting the rules of the Senate only serve to mislead and create unnecessary confusion." Akpabio further criticized those outside the legislative chamber who attempt to interpret Senate rules without proper knowledge, drawing an analogy to herbalists quoting the Bible or someone unfamiliar with Islamic teachings trying to interpret the Quran. He stressed that such actions undermine the integrity of the Senate and its processes. The Senate President also addressed concerns raised by Jonathan Lakobiri, senior to the leader of the Niger Delta delegation, regarding the political significance of his role. Akpabio highlighted the historic nature of his position, noting that the Niger Delta region had not held the office of Senate President in 46 years. He reaffirmed his commitment to representing the interests of the region, which he described as critical to the nation's economic stability. The Senate President does not represent himself alone. He represents a region that is vital to the economic survival of the country. We will not take this responsibility lightly, regardless of any opposition or political maneuvering, Akpabio declared. The delegation led by Akpabio also raised concerns about the ongoing political crisis in Rivers State, warning that the situation could escalate and destabilize the entire Niger Delta region if not addressed promptly. They called on the Senate to intervene and help to restore peace in the state. Well, Nigerians, you've all heard what the Senate President said. Godwin Akpabio said Nigerians should remove their mouth for this issue of Natasha suspension, say because majority of Nigerians who are criticizing the judgment of the Senate does not have the clear picture of the rules and regulations that guide the Senate. So for that, he said nobody should be interfering, no. You understand, in this matter, because they don't understand, the regulations, the rules and regulations that guide the Senate. Well, since Natasha was suspended, Nigerians are not happy with the decision of the Senate because they felt that the Senate did not give Natasha a fair hearing. You understand? Suspending her is just like shutting her up. And Nigerians feel that that is intimidation in the part of the Senate. Somebody accused the Senate president for in that a very high whatever. And the next thing you did is just suspension without, investigating the matter properly. Just like what Femi Falana, a prominent human rights lawyer, is a son, he has strongly criticized the Nigerian Senate for suspending Senator Natasha Akpabio or Udwara, describing the suspension of the female lawmaker as unconstitutional and a blatant disregard for judiciary authority. In a statement issued on Sunday, Falana decried the Senate decision, emphasizing that multiple court rulings had declared legislative suspensions illegal. So he noted that despite a federal high court order preventing the Senate's ethics committee from proceeding against Natasha, the Senate ignored the directive setting a dangerous precedent. So Falana, who has successfully challenged previous legislative suspensions in court, cited landmark cases where Nigerian courts ruled against such actions, including the suspension of Senator Ali Udome in 2017 and Senator Ovie Omogege in 2020. So he warned that Natasha's suspension represents the height of legislative recklessness and called for his immediate reversal. The suspension of Senator Udwara follows weeks of tension between her and Senate President Godwin Akpabio. So, Nigerians, you've all heard it now. Maybe now the Senate President no understand the law, but with what is happening right now, I don't think the Senate President will go with him, lightly, because Nigerians are not happy with this. Nigerians are not happy with this, that she was suspended for speaking out. You understand? They cite intimidation. They cite, trying to close her mouth because they do not want the Senate President to be disgraced. Anyway, this is the highest disgrace. This is the highest disgrace already. This man is being broadcasted globally. The Senate President. Nigeria is finished too. The way Nigeria, is being televised globally is in a very bad, way. It's not good. And our politicians, they are very reckless. They don't care. They are gradually damaging the image of this country. Even in the US media, they are talking about it for you to know how serious this is. They just feel like, it doesn't matter. It don't matter. Well, guys, let's see how this goes. But Nigerians are calling that the Senate should revise the suspension of Senator Natasha Udwara, and the Senate President should step down for proper investigation to this matter. Nigerians want to know the truth. Who is lying and who is telling the truth for once? So guys, let's hear from you. Kindly drop your comments below the comment section. And don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Share this video, let it go viral. Let Nigerians understand what is happening today in the Nigerian political landscape. Thank you and bye for now.